In this video, I'm going to tell you why the Karcher K1700 Cube Power Washer is the best power washer for the money. If you're like me, you're probably a DIYer, and that's probably why you're watching this video. So one of the number one reasons why I bought the cube was literally it is a cube. So if you look at it, it is a 1 foot cube, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot approximately. For me, when I was looking at a power washer, I wanted to find a power washer that was small enough that I could eventually put it on the wall, hook it up with a real setup, and use it that way. So that was definitely number one, was find something that's small. When searching for a power washer, price was also really important for me. And in this power washer, definitely fit the bill. No pun intended. This power washer is about $136 to $150 depending on where you're gonna buy it from. But I'd say in that $136 to $150 range, you really can't beat the cube. Price is a horrible metric if your power washer doesn't last more than a couple months. But guess what? This power washer has lasted well over a year. And in that time, I've used this power washer 5 to 7 times a week, whether that be washing cars, power washing the driveway, power washing the house. So this thing works. I should have probably talked about this and made it number one, but I think size is really important. But for number 4, and this is so important when you're washing cars, is it maintains pressure. When you pull the trigger on the wand, there's power. And that is a wonderful, wonderful asset for a power washer, is always having pressure ready when you need it. And when the power washer is idling, or you're not using it, periodically it will turn on or cycle real quick just to build that pressure, to make sure that you have pressure when you need to pull that trigger. So, maintains pressure. This thing's got 1700 PSI. It's not gonna peel the paint off your car, but it is strong enough to get the grime off your pavers. I think for me, and probably for all of you guys, 1700 PSI, it's plenty. And if you need to adjust the pressure, you can. There are tips that you can buy to put at the end of the wand, and you can be even more gentle on your paint. For me, I've adjusted my pressure down to about 1000 PSI. You can put your hands in front of it and it doesn't even hurt. So this Karcher has got a ton of capability, and with a couple little tweaks, you can do all kinds of stuff. All right, so 5 points, and I know I've talked about it probably for far too long, and I'm sure you want to see this thing in action. I've got a nice BMW E30 on jack stands because we just did an oil change. And if you want to see that oil change, check out this video right here. Just filmed it a while ago. But I think we need to watch the car, so let's get it done. Before I get started, let's talk about a couple things here. I actually like that with the wand, you can stick it in here like that. That's really cool. But I'm not using this stock handle or the stock wand. I'll put a description in the video. I'll put links. This is an MTM, and this might be an MTM as well. I can't remember. This was about $90 to $100. This is about $90 to $100, and then some quick links, and then the adapters. So what I'll do is I'll post that in the description. That little bit of surging, that is not the power washer's fault. That is, we live in Arizona and water pressure is never consistent. And then remember, I talked about how you can change the fitting. So in this particular case, I've got it set to about 1000, right? So if you use the turbo nozzle that comes with the power washer, I would advise putting your hand in front of it, but this one you can't, right? I think that's the beauty of adjusting the pressure on these systems, is that you're not gonna hurt your paint. If you're like me, and you like washing cars, something like this, a good quality foam cannon. Again, I'll put a link in the description of where you can buy this. But this is the main reason why I bought a power washer, and specifically the cube. it's the foam. You can't beat the enjoyable factor, the satisfying nature of